So, was it worth doing a live dig on it? Yeah, this pinpointer button is certainly got problems. It is not going at all now. I didn't bring the spare out with me. Yeah, that is not going at all. Is it sticking down? No, not even turning on. So, in the field today we had a problem. The MI6 button is not doing anything. I managed to get it on, then it wouldn't turn off. So I had to do old school. So I'm going to try and see if I can see what the problem is in there. I've took the screw out, which seems to be a one of them torque screws. That took it out quite easy, that one. So hopefully we can get this out and see what the problem is. So there might be a bit of fast forward and all sorts. Man, look at it. Yeah, she's coming. That is coming at the moment. If I can get this to pop out. Try and keep you on camera. She's coming. There we go. Right. Okay. Alright, so that just try and keep you on there. See how that works, look. That must just slide onto something in there to make a contact. Okay. Let's zoom out, there we go. Excuse all the mess, cables, fines and everything is on here. So I need to, let's just zoom in a little, see if we can pull that out. I know it's probably glued in or something like that, more than likely. That's going to be a nightmare to try and pull out. I don't think I can do it with my hands. There's nothing moving. I'll see if I've got any grips somewhere to try and pull that out. But yeah, on the button, look, there's just absolutely nothing clicking, no contact with anything. I don't think we're going to see down in there. So let me have a closer inspection with a torch and I'll get back to you. See if we can figure out how to pull this out. Okay, I've managed to just slide it out a little bit, so it should come out now. Nice and steady. There you go. So back around the back there, that's all good. Now the button, yes, we're not going to see, but it's down here, so I wonder if you can take this rubber off somehow. Is it glued? I bet it's glued in. It looks like it's glued in. Let's see if we can get the torch in there. Let's press that button. Where are we? There. See if we can just see anything. No. Let's zoom in. Bit of light. So I can see where it is there. What does that make contact with? It must have some. You can see it coming down when I press it. Make sure there's nothing in there, that's what's coming out. So does it press on this here? Which I think it does. Actually, let's have a look at this. Okay. So that's what it's pressing on, is that. And that makes the contact. Oh, strange. So, oh, I see, it's moved. It's gone out, look, it should be that way there. So it has actually moved across. So there, I can actually feel it making a contact now. So let's have a look, quick look in there, zoom that in. So that presses that button down there. Now I wonder if that's stuck. It doesn't press very well. Let me come out a bit. Let me just use the screwdriver. In fact, I've probably got a flat tip one somewhere. Bear with me with all this rubbish, or well, I've got a flat. I think I've got a flat thing here or something. I can just push that down, hopefully. Yeah, that's the on-off button. So it is making a bit of resistance, but that seems too far away from there. Ah, has it moved? It does. It's moved, and the soldering's come away, look. So we should be able to fix that. Yeah, that is moved. That's come away from the soldering there. I'll push that, look. Yeah, see that? So if I get my soldering iron on, solder them 4 points, we should be ready to go again. That is a pretty simple fix, I think. But you can see, wow, that's moving about, look. And there's a soldering point right there. Zoom in for you. You can see there, and if I just move, so I'm just trying to do it with my hands. If I get under there, look, and you can see that is moving, look. So that's come off its soldering points, which is there, 4 soldering points. So I'll re-solder that and then put it back in, and we should be working. That is a pretty easy fix. That is not a problem at all. Yeah, simple fix. That saves me spending 100 and something quid to get another one, where I think that will be fine. Right, let's get my soldering iron set up. So just getting the iron up to temp. I'm going to go about 300. Let's see on there, where is it? 300. So all I need to do is hopefully get in there. I'll probably just tin the iron. Hopefully we can just dab enough in there. It's pretty much where it should be by the looks of it. Bit awkward because of that plastic. Don't want to melt that. But if we can get it tacked on. So I'm just going to try and see if we've got any. Yeah, I've got a bit there. Yeah, that's a bit. Just see if we can get a bit of tack on it to hold it in place. Which I don't think it has. Let's just see if there's any movement on it, which I think there will be. Yeah, we're just not quite there. So we've got to make sure, I'm trying to keep you in camera shot. Very fiddly, very fiddly. Let's just see if we can get the actual ones what are there, just to get a bit of heat on it. Not a lot there actually. Might have to do it a different way. Might have to do it a different way. Let's just put a bit of solder and just, I've got the thinnest point I've got anyway. Let's see if we can get that to tack, which it's not going to. Right, I'll come back to you, see if I can find a better way to do it. So, we got it soldered on, yeah, that's fine, but we have got a problem. The little plastic thing snapped. So, I've got to try and figure out a way, I've got to try and figure out where it is, but I've got to try and figure out a way to, it's on the floor here, hold on, bear with me. Yeah, so that bit has snapped off. And that's obviously makes the connection. So I wonder, could I glue that? Would that make a difference? Would it help it? I will try some glue. I've got some special super glue with spray, which agitates it and keeps it down there. We'll try that up for a start and just see if that's going to work, if that's going to hold it. I suppose once it's in, sat in there, it should be in theory okay. It should hold it in place. But won't know until we get it back in there and try it. Right, let me glue that and I'll get back to you. So we've got the glue on, we've got the agitator spray on there. That just needs to settle a bit. Give that a bit of time there, but it's bang on now where it should be on the button. So we'll give it 10 minutes, let that all work, let that dry out, and hopefully it might work. And I just think I can come up with another idea to keep that in place. Or we could melt it into place, but we'll see if that's going to work first, and we'll get back to you. Okay, she seems to be working fine. I've got more stuff on there just to make it rock solid. Press it on, she comes on, turn her off, straight off, no problem there. So what I'll do, I'll get it back in there. I say it's a temporary fix, but if it works, it works. If it carries on working, that'll be fine. Hopefully when it's sat in here, it might just hold that in place anyway, but there's enough glue on there and agitator to keep it quite solid. It's pretty good stuff. That's pretty rock solid on there. So we'll get it back in here, and then we'll give it another test. So we've got it all cleaned back together, bit of a clean on it. We've got the machine on, we're on, and if you can hear it's coming through the headphones as well. Turn off, straight off, turn on, straight on. There we go. Fixed, ready to go. Perfect. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Catch you next one. Bye bye. Easy fix.